Here's me applying the what grows together goes together concept. I'm Brian Johnson, and in this episode of Better Cocktails at Home, we're making the East Indies Sour. This is an original cocktail I created because I wanted to mix a bunch of flavors from that Southeast Asia region and really kind of play on the what grows together goes together concept. And so this is my kind of attempt on that, and I really like how it turned out, so we're going to make it right now, and we'll talk about it after that. So, the base spirit of this cocktail is something called coconut arrack. To my knowledge, this is the only brand that's actually imported into the US. It's called Lion VSOA. And it's not like a coconut rum or anything like that. It's distilled from the coconut blossoms. And so it's got a kind of hints of what we consider kind of that coconut flavor. But it's kind of a floral, just sweet taste to it. And kind of wanted to play on that in this cocktail. So I'm going to do 1.5 ounces of this. We're going to add that to our mixing tin. Next up, 1/2 ounce of lime juice. Add that. Next up is Thai basil drinking vinegar. This one's by Pok Pok. It's a place out of Portland, Oregon. They make these drinking vinegars, and they've got sugar in them. They're obviously vinegar based, so they give acid and acidity to cocktails without being a citrus juice. So this one's Thai basil, so it's kind of got basil notes to it, and I really like it, and I think it fits really well with this cocktail. So I'm going to do 1/2 ounce of this. And then next up is Swedish punch. This also kind of has ties to the Dutch East Indies, which I kind of wanted to incorporate in this cocktail. A little bit of spice to it. It's a rum-based liqueur. So it kind of adds a little bit of depth of flavor. So I'm going to do 1/4 ounce of this. And we're going to add that. Now those are the liquid ingredients in this cocktail. So we're going to add our ice. And we're going to shake. All right. Nice and cold. And we use a Hawthorne strainer. We're going to strain this. I'm going to use a coupe in this case. We want to double strain because we want to get ice shards, any citrus pulp, that kind of thing, out of there. It's kind of a nice yellow-brown color. That I think really looks pretty in the glass. Now this drink, I wanted to really get the lime coming up, so we have the aromatics from the lime. You need a big, nice lime peel. To really take a big one, and that way you kind of get all those aromatics and just kind of give it a nice twist. And you're not really going to express any oil from lime peels like you do with like a lemon peel, but what you do is you kind of unlock the aromatics. And so I kind of just leave that in the drink like that, and you get the really that lime oil aromatics, and it just adds a lot to the drink. Now this cocktail, you obviously get the drinking vinegar because it's a pretty strong flavor, but I think it works well because you get some of the acidity, the sweetness, and then you take the coconut arrack, and it gives you kind of a little floral base. And I love how the garnish is really important here, just because it gives you so much aromatics, and you need that as you're drinking it to get that kind of lime aspect to it. So I'm really happy how this cocktail came out, and I think it does well with the whole, what grows together goes together concept. So, if you can get these ingredients, I know these aren't the most common ingredients out there, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to make a cocktail that uses some uncommon ingredients and kind of really focuses on an area of the world and kind of give you that a sense of like, this is, what it might taste like and smell like. And that's my take on the East Indies Sour.